Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament Winter Robot Wars Chaos Wing X. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef. Joining me in the booth today is Danny.
Hi, everyone.
We also got from the committee Jay Scheidel.
Yo!
And also from the committee, we got Oslado.
Good.
Don't think you meant it. That was amazing. It was just like good. Okay.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't what it was meant to be, but okay, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm hoping that it sets precedence for how the rest of this is going to go, and I'm real excited about it.
Right. So, let's kick off with some general housekeeping and some reminders. If you want to restream, try to get your race scheduled as soon as possible. If the race is the same day, be sure to let Winter Tournament staff know so they can get the race room ready. We'll have the staff volunteers all under the roll by the end of the night so that this will be a much smoother process. But we understand that there's a quick turnaround on some of these races because we have an upper and a lower bracket. So just be sure to, as soon as you know, try to let us know. We will only ping for volunteers for 2 races per day during the early rounds. If you can get your own race crew, go nuts. As soon as you have your race crew together, ping Danny when you have your crew, and she can put you on a channel. And if you don't have a crew, but you still want to be restreamed, we're only going to try and fill 2 of those per day. It's going to get a little nuts with a lot of these earlier rounds especially, so we're going to try and give some of our volunteers a break where possible and making sure that we have sufficiently crewed races rather than like a bunch of half-filled races.
And there will be, after this, I will be pinging everybody with the scheduling sheet and some other information, which is a lot of just reminders for this, but it doesn't hurt to put them in there. Options where you'll be asked if you would like a restream, not restream, all that stuff's on there. And just fill that out as best as you can, and that makes scheduling go along, helps with a lot with scheduling.
Mm-hmm. Races will all be handled through race time. We're not going to use the bot for any of these. Basically, what's going to happen is a Winter Tournament staff member will open the race room and we'll roll the seed for you, and we'll work on and we'll do the gatekeeping. And this is all going to be handled through race time.
It'll basically be just like our group races were. There will be a race announcement with your race room. If there's not a restream, we'll still put the spectator link from the race room on race time in there. So if people do want to watch a race but it's not being restreamed, they'll be able to. So basically the way races are usually ran.
Mm-hmm. Reminder, streaming is required for all races with a 10-minute delay. However, just because streaming is required does not mean that being restreamed is required. If you don't want your race to be restreamed, that's okay. We can go ahead and not restream it for you.
That is an option on the scheduling form. If you do not want your race restreamed at all, just click no under preferences, and I'll put it on the schedule and make sure it's marked for not a restream.
Mm-hmm. A reminder to set your stream chat to emote only during races. We have in the past had people who forgot to do that, and then their chat spoiled them on some stuff. That does unfortunately result in a DQ, so just better to be safe than sorry. Just set your stuff to emote only.
I got nothing to add to that one.
A reminder, do not kill the stream immediately after you finish, otherwise the last 10 minutes will be cut off. And if we go to do a VOD review and we see that the whole last 10 minutes is missing, that is a DNF. We need the whole VOD, and so it's easiest to just let OBS run for 10 minutes after the end of the stream. Just leave it up, just leave it running, just to make sure that your race gets broadcast. General reminder, all rounds are best of 1 until the finals. But that is also... They're best of 1, but we have a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. So just if you lose your round 1 immediately, don't fret. There's still a loser's bracket match for you to do. And one last note, double elimination bracket means lots and lots and lots of races. Please, please, pretty please try to schedule in a timely manner.
A question in chat, just from Davey. In a pinch, can a local recording be submitted if the stream if the stream disregarding the delay is disregarded? Yes.
Yes.
That has happened before, and then people didn't have that. But if you do record your races and you accidentally do mess up your stream delay and the end of your race gets cut off, yes, if you recorded it, you can submit that and still have your standing hold.
Yep. Can anyone else think of any reminders that I missed?
I think you got everything I know of.
I'd say Janigan did say real quick in chat, don't forget your timer needs to be on the stream, which is a good one, and one that I just remembered. If I remember correctly, the turnaround is 4 days to get your races done. So, like today, everyone's going to find out who they're racing. You have till Friday to get those done. Once that turns around, as soon as you know who you're going to be racing again, you can go ahead and schedule those races. But once you know who you are racing, you do have 4 days to get those done because, again, double bracket, there's a lot of races that are going to be happening. So please, please, please try and keep that on schedule and get your races done in a timely manner, if possible, please, and thank you.
Question in chat. In the event race time is unavailable, is the FFR bot an acceptable substitute? Yes. However, only in the event that race time is not up. Be sure to work with your room proctor to make sure that you know when you'll be... Like, if in such an event, make sure they know, everybody knows that you would be switching over to FFR bot, but we really want all of these on race time where possible.
Yeah, the room proctor would be the person creating the room, so if for any reason race time isn't, they will be making the room on the bot. But yeah, unless race time is having a bad day, that's where all the races will be.
So we got some matches. Let's start with the ones we know. The first match, we got Scarcerer versus a certain committee member, Joshidel. It's one of those.
Or as I like to call him for short, Jay.
So I have
rematch of today.
We featured both of these on stream, and it was a close one at the end. It was, I believe, less than a minute between you.
Yeah, I know it was in the seconds.
Yeah, so keep an eye on this one. We have Krellin versus Demon RHK. Demon RHK and Krellin, both veterans of at least one winter tournament, possibly more than that. I know I've seen them in Fall League as well. They know their way around the randomizer, so keep an eye on this one as well. After that, we have Zenobian versus Sunflash Rune. Sunflash Rune, one of our very valued volunteers in this community, and Zenobian himself, a bit of a meme machine. We might see some nonsense out of him. Might not see any more Star Wars style streams, but I know he's creative. Let me just put it that way.
I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm gonna miss the Star Wars stream just a little bit.
I know, it was a thing of beauty.
It made things interesting.
After that, we got Kumo versus Life Reboot. I believe this was, it wasn't necessarily on stream, but I believe we had both of them running in the race earlier today. This is another one of the more even-seeded races, and I think it's going to be a good one.
And suddenly both appear in chat.
After that, we got Flurry 14 versus Darkmoon EX. Flurry is a name that I have seen pretty high up on some of these winter tournament qualifier seeds. I think Darkmoon's really going to have his hands full with this one.
I'm not secretly giggling at Darkmoon being just all kinds of thrown off by the art that is on the screen right now.
I took extra care. I took extra care to crop his Discord symbol.
Beautiful.
After that, we have Iker versus Fred Coughlin. Iker, a veteran of a couple SG lives now and has been in many a tournament, whereas F. Coughlin, a bit of a legend in the community. He was around before I was around, back in the baby days of the Randomizer. He is back for some fun tournament action. We'll see how these go. And then the last of the known races, we have a little bit of some admin on admin violence. We have Danny versus Luffy.
Yes.
This is not the first time we've had Danny versus Luffy. For some reason, Danny versus Luffy lands in like every other tournament.
Apparently, whether it's a wheel, it's a bracket, whether we actually tried hard in qualifiers, they're just it's gotten to the point where it doesn't feel like it's a tournament unless there's a little bit of a family feud going on.
Mhm.
As Luffy is my older little brother.
All right.
Also, a fond member of the Trash Island. So, yeah, dang it. Just once I want one of these things to work out well for me. Never. These reveals are always just bad times for Danny.
All right, now we've got some spots to fill. You know what time it is. It's wheeling time. We got now. It's time for the wheel, everybody. We got 8 spots to fill. First up, the person that will be going against Cyrinus.
Windfox.
Cyrinus v. Windfox. And I don't want to let too much on, but I've had a couple conversations with Windfox. They are very eager to learn and very eager to shore up times, and I may have been letting him in on some of the speed and power strats. We'll see if they've taken some of them to heart in the match versus Cyrinus. I'm excited. Versus Thavian Hawk.
Siberian Bull 9.
We got Siberian Bull 9 coming to us from, I believe, the Mega Man 2 randomizer community.
Yep.
Got to hang out a bit at SG Live. Definitely someone eager to help out, volunteer, learn the randomizer. This is going to be interesting.
Also, one of our viewers who had really well was popped in chat. Great timing.
Next up, versus Clementitis, we got
Budgemano.
is Budgemano. I believe Budgemano at one point held the title of Duckling Supreme. Am I recalling that correctly?
I feel like maybe you are.
Yeah,
If not, I know he was a ducky that did well. And I want to say him and Clementitis have maybe been in the community around the same amount of time.
So this will be a real barn burner, I think. Definitely one that I want to catch. Next up, versus Demon Frog, we got
I hear giggles in the booth.
Oh, the art.
Papa Ducks.
Is Papa Dukes the man of the incredibly buff duck avatar? Got to hang out with him at SG Live. Was definitely fun and interesting. Don't raise black belts.
we got first. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good match between these two.
Next up, versus Odron.
Maddie.
This Maddie, we got committee member versus arbiter. We contain the volunteers to their own bracket so that they don't end up embarrassing themselves against anybody else. I kid.
Okay, so
Odron.
just where I point out you mixed up your O's.
Yeah.
I did. Oh
I
my.
wasn't gonna tell him.
Oh my god. That's fine. You know what? Literacy is overrated. We're moving on.
Move on. We're good.
We're good. Versus Ravioli, we've got
Oh, geez, Will.
Ooh.
Ravioli versus J. Coper. J. Coper is a name who has also been around since the very, very early days of the randomizer. He definitely carries a lot of interesting strats with him. Don't sleep on him. I think this could be a very interesting match.
And Ravioli's been around for a couple of years, and I know has done really well in previous tournaments.
I'm
So,
pretty
yeah.
sure Ravioli was in my Duckling Derby class, and he was dangerous to race against. I wouldn't sleep on him at all.
He's a scary pasta, that Ravioli.
Indeed.
Next up versus Sorbius.
Darine Dries.
Is Darren Dreiss. Sorbius today kind of beat the pants off of me on stream. So, good luck to Darren Dreiss. Make sure you review the footage to know what they'll do so that you can not do that. And then last up, versus Chanigan.
I wonder.
Now we gotta let the wheel
Suspense.
resolve.
I mean, it is there.
Hang on.
Just are
Granted,
the
it
guns
won't
gonna
pronounce
land?
everyone's name as beautifully as it did Darren Dreice's,
Mhm.
but
Magius.
Chanigan versus Magius. Magius, a longtime veteran of the community. Chanigan, a longtime veteran of the community. Battling for the 47 Mr. Color. Mr. Color prize not actually on offer.
No.
I feel like I need to Google what Mr. Color is.
That is the official brand of coloring for Gundam model kits.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Of course.
well, that feels very fitting.
Right? And there we have it. We've got Cyranus versus Windfox. We've got Thavian Hawk versus Siberian Bull. We've got Clementitus versus Budgemino. We've got Demon Frog versus Papa Dukes. We've got Odron versus Maddie. We've got Ravioli versus J. Coper. We've got Sorbius versus Darendrice, and we've got Chanigan versus Magius.
Make some good matches here.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
yeah. And that's our reveal stream for the winter tournament. Any final thoughts before we call this a wrap?
No, just I will be pinging everybody here in the next minute or two. Just in that ping, and it will be pinned in the Winter Tournament channel. We'll have the link to schedule your matches. And then just a lot of the reminders we went over tonight. But if you have any questions, just ping tournament staff. And we will get everything sorted for you. And you're welcome to start scheduling matches as soon as I post this link. So good luck to everyone. Have fun. Hope you enjoy brackets, the rest of the tournament, all things robot. Dizzle, stop me. I don't know what else to say.
Mute her now.
We're gonna go do the things. Bye, everybody.